My new favorite color is blue. It's been that way since I started.
Girl, I think it's time I let you go. Writing songs about you is getting old. Can't see your face anymore. Oh, the love I once adored. I'm wondering. I know there's someone who'll make you happy instead. But the love we fought for is tucked away, hidden in stores. But I'll keep you safe, locked inside.
If you won't say goodbye.
이렇게 프레임 레이트도 나눠줄 거예요. 네. 저희가 그럼 답변을 메일로 드리면 될까요? 네, 메일로 보내주세요.
You found your stepping stone.
사용하실 코스를 선택해 주세요.
Walking through Amsterdam. You worry and tear at the seams. You carry where you cannot hold. The godly Father loves this broken man who found a love without a steady end. When you found him missing peace, but you threw it in the streets. Well, I made a lake out of heartbreak and a mountain of fear.
It's all in our hands, this life of time. Let's give unto us all. It gathers round each night, each morn. We watch it pass and grow. It is all in our hands, it is all in our hands. With every field and rising sea.
For now it's fine. Waste of our time out where the stars forget to shine. Cityscapes askew, stuck inside at noon, out where the stars forget to shine. How far you'd fall were you to call. Hold your breath, it'll all be over soon. Stuck inside this cage that's built for you. Stuck inside this cage that can't fit too.
전기가 배출됩니다.
It's in the air, you feel that. It's bringing back images. We're making our way at long last, feeling like a new day. If you can find it now, you're gonna see ask myself what I miss more. The thought of you walking out the door, through the late fights and long nights. I don't know why I even cried. I didn't know we had a love that could even hurt this deep. What do you expect when you've given everything? I don't know how much my heart can take. I've been trying to get by, but it's fake. It's not like I would take you back. Things would be the same. Oh, I gotta give it to you, love. You left your mark, and I'm trying to be okay. I lost the remembrance of your face. All the times you cursed me, you filled its place. People say I'm the best they've ever seen. Guess a man looks different when he finally breathes. You seem closer than you ever did before. Then again,